All right, welcome to that Synth Show, man. Another awesome day for Behringer, another beautiful milestone for Uli and the team. We got the Behringer LmDrum, baby. Probably the most anticipated Behringer product next to the UBXA is the LmDrum, man. And everybody was wondering what is it gonna sound like? What's this, what's that, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something, Patchdog just dropped an overview of it. And not only are the features absolutely insane, dude, the thing sounds like a monster. Am I gonna get it? I'd probably say I'm getting everything and never end up getting nothing. But anyways, let's check it out together. Let's go, baby, with that Synth Show. Well, here we are. Big day, baby. The Behringer LmDrum. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous looking drum machine. And I'll get into what LINN said in a little bit, because lots of people want to know what I commented on that, what my thoughts were. I'll tell you at the end, but let's look at this here, man. We already know what this drum machine's already about. We already know how much it costs. We already know it can get pre-ordered. And if you order it today, I just got someone who ordered it and told me, if you order this from Sweetwater today in the USA, baby, the land of the free and the home of the brave, you will get it in June. That's what I heard today. So let's jump on over here and let's check this out real quick.
What's up, everyone? Happy New Year to all you weird and wonderful synth heads out there. Welcome to part 2 of introducing the LmDrum. And today I'll be taking you through some of the main features and interface of the...
Oh, someone said here, look, if you click this little gear button up here, you got to turn off stable volume because they've got this thing on now where it messes up the volume when you're listening to stuff. So turn that off and the drums sound even better.
This inspiring drum machine sampler, coming to you live and direct, straight out of its stereo outs to give you a good idea of its raw capabilities. But first off,
just keep in mind though, I'm the first, the only, and probably the greatest unpaid shill on YouTube. I do this just because I want to. I do this because if I want to say this product sucks, I'll tell you it sucks so hard. If I want to tell you the company sucks, I'll tell you it sucks. That's why I do it. That's why I'm the greatest super shill of all time, because I just shill it because I love it. And if I think it sucks, I'll tell you, baby, because that's how we do it in Samurai Nation. Synth Renegades for life.
Let's quickly clarify a big feature that a lot of you folks were still asking about in the...
Oh yeah, teenage engineering sucks. FTE, baby, you know what that means. FTE, teenage engineering, you suck. Behringer, you rule.
Previous video, and that is the DACs. So each voice has its own variable sample rate DAC for a total of 16. And they all run at a bit depth of 8 to 12 bit and anywhere in between, giving those wonderfully crunchy yet smooth artifacts that you would get on vintage samplers.
Beautiful, man. If no one thinks that this is a major upgrade to the old school LmDrum from old Roger Boy, this is a major upgrade. It's got all the LmDrums in there. Every one of them. Not only that, they're throwing in a bunch of treats for you that haven't even told you yet. You can put your own samples on this damn thing. So this here thing right now, you can take this thing and you can put your own samples on that and just use this whole beautiful interface that he's going to describe for you in a second. You know I'm a Behringer, bro, man. Don't believe the rumor out there that Uli pays me under the table with cryptocurrency. All that stuff spreading across Reddit where I'm an industry plant and I'm some guerrilla marketing creation of Uli and his team. Don't go believing that. And I'm not winking at you behind these sunglasses.
So no software emulation here like lots of modern samplers tend to do, and of course software samplers inherently do. This is the real thing. Okay, so let's dive in and go through each section of the LmDrum. So starting with the drum pads here, which will work differently dependent on which mode you're in. So first off, we're in pads mode, where you can trigger the drums straight from the pads. And this is the default LM2 kit. So we've got bass drum here with full velocity and lower velocity. You got 3 velocity pads for the snare.
$399. If you haven't heard the RD8, the 808 clone, and the RD9, they're extraordinary. Absolutely exquisite.
You got the side stick. There's the hi-hat. And the closed hat is actually a short sample of the open hat, so it'll trigger a different start point for each hit. So you get a nice humanized round robin effect. Then you got the toms. And there are some variations of the LM2 samples, so there's this one. And there's also this one.
Let's check out the live recording.
Okay, so still in pad mode here, let's go ahead and check out the live recording mode, which is super simple. Just hit record, hit play, let's put up the metronome channel.
And I gotta get one of these top-down cameras to do all this fancy stuff, man. All I got is this, man. You know, this is what I'm working with here, all right? This is my spaceship. This is what I'm working with. I got no freaking top-down camera. All I got's my damn iPhone plugged in here and a freaking stool I'm sitting on, my daddy's epic jacket with a custom Synth Samurai shirt and these beautiful shades. That's all I'm working at, man. This is low key, you know? This is the team. I'm not no industry plant. Come on, man. You can't go believe that lies.
Set the tempo. And now we can just go ahead and drum in the pattern.
Boom, super easy. What else we got? Then we got step mode. Let's check that out.
Step mode, where you can use the pads as a step sequencer and the voice selects to select each drum you want to program. So hit record to arm it, press play, and we can start programming. So let's get in a kick and a snare, hi-hat, now we're on the closed hat here with the red LED. So to program the open hat, simply press the voice select again and it'll turn white. And if you want to switch back...
That's friggin' easy to use, mate. That's easy, tad easy to use, mate. Non-stop action.
Back, just press it again. And also another thing to mention, if I go back to the snare, if I put in a couple of hits here, it goes to full velocity, but we can press it again and it flashes. So that means it's triggering the lower velocity snare.
Cool. What else we got, baby? We got pattern mode, step mode. Let's check pattern mode.
And then we got pattern mode, where you can use the pads to select the different patterns within a song.
Cool. What else we got? We got live jam mode. Let's check that out, because that's what I'm most interested in. Live jam mode, because I'm a live jammer. I told you before. This is where the magic happens. This is where the steam pipe's going right here that I'm probably going to buy tonight. This is where all the magic happens, baby. So I'm a live jammer, and I'm going to put the LmDrum maybe right there. We'll see, man. I got it all planned out.
Okay, let's now have a look at the live jam modes. So starting off, we've got the solo and mutes. So self-explanatory here, hit solo and we can solo channels by pressing the voice selects. And if you want to clear the solos in one go, instead of having to repress each button, just hit tap and solo and that's them cleared.
I mean, this thing was made for a caveman to control. That's what I am. I'm the most handsome caveman in the game.
And the same thing with the mute. You can mute the channels you want. And again, to clear them, just hit tap and mute. Then there's the step repeats, where you can loop steps with the trigger button. And you can also configure the step lengths using the navigators.
Crazy town. What else we got? Live jam mode, mixer. Let's check the mixer out.
Obviously very straightforward, and we can use the faders to mix the drums.
Perfect.
And you also have a panning mixer on top, since of course the LmDrum is stereo.
Oh.
Then above that you have a tuning set.
Cool thing is a stereo drum machine, man, so you can pan all the things left and right. This drum machine's cool. I know what people say, man, how are you going to beat the TR-8S from Roland? How are you going to do it? I don't know, man. You probably can't beat the TR-8S from Roland. But this got a lot of cool stuff in it, man. The analog filters, the panning. It looks like it's so easy to use. It almost looks like it's got pretty much 0 to, 0.5% menu diving. Come on.
Section where you have a tuning control for some of the drums. So we've got the snare.
Right? Crazy effects, boss. Let's check that out.
It's super easy. Simply press the send button and we can choose which drums we want to send. So I'll just go ahead and select them all.
Cool. Low pass, high pass filter on there. We got sample banks. Check out the sampling in, because this is a cool thing. Everyone was like, oh man, I wish this was like an old school vintage sampler. And it's like, well, it is. Check it out.
Is the onboard sampling, because of course this is way more than just a drum machine. It's also a vintage sampler, and I say vintage because it will give you 8 to 12-bit sampling, something that beat makers from hip-hop to EDM have long craved after.
Woo!
Now, whilst we can transfer samples directly from the computer to the LmDrum using the Synthtribe app, which is without doubt a very useful and time-saving feature,
I mean, how do you not love Behringer? How are you still hating on Behringer these days?
there's still definitely something to be said for the old school
Teenage Engineering is the crappiest company. You can't go hating on Behringer. They took the title big time.
style of recording samples directly into the sampler. And that's because output from my interface to the recording input on the LmDrum. Then if we hit the sampling button, the LmDrum is now ready to record. So let's play the break and we can use the input control to set the gain and monitor the level on the screen. Now, like I said, I'm going to record this break pretty hot to get it sounding a bit more juicy. Then just press tap and yes to record, play the sample, and then hit yes again to finish. Then we can trim the input using the encoder. And this can also be done at any time in the settings, but it's useful to do it straight off the bat. Then we can trim the output.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Patchdog,
yes
baby. Let's
trim.
hear it, baby.
And we can also preview it, but I'll just go ahead and save it. Then we can name the sample.
Ooh, fast.
Then hit yes to save. Cool. So now that's saved into the sample bank, and we can assign it to a pad in the current user bank if we want. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then we're good to go. So straight off the bat, to me, that just sounds a whole lot more punchy. It's got like a warm, very rounded sound, especially in the lows and the kick drum.
Sounds sweet, man. Okay, so that's the sampling. And then what is the last little bit? Built-in distortion. Let's check that real quick.
And it can also get super crunchy if that's your thing.
All right, so listen, man, that is cool. That is Patchdog. In my opinion, Patchdog's the best demo man in the game. Hands down, he's got the title right now. A great dude. I'd like to call him a friend. We've never met in person, man, but he's a great dude and a beautiful man, a beautiful heart, beautiful soul. Definite synth renegade, loves bone broth. And yeah, man, that's all for tonight. We just wanted to review the little LmDrum. I hope you guys are having a good time. And I got something to just finish off with. And this is just a message. I want to thank Scott Synth Show or stuff. I want to thank Weaver Beats. I want to thank Audio Pills. I want to thank all the haters and the snowflakes. I want to thank Devin, who's drowning in a pool of toxic masculinity that he can't handle. And everyone else out there who's acting like a little baby. It's the attitude era, man. Suck it up. If you can't take a little bit of heat, then get out of the kitchen. That's just what I gotta say. If you don't like what I'm doing, then turn it off, man. Plain and simple. Okay, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me to go out there and do something else. This is what I'm doing. I'm bringing you the heat. I'm bringing you demos. I'm bringing you news. I'm bringing you my damn opinion, which most people on friggin' YouTube never ever do. They never tell you what they actually think. And guess what? If I tell you what I think and you don't like it, too bad. It's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is. This is the attitude era. So thank everyone for all the content this week, and all you haters out there, and all you subscribers who left because you don't like when someone's got an opinion that ain't the same as yours. Well, guess what? Don't let the digital door hit you where the good synth lord split you. Slow, slow, slow.